Okay, but you will start with your describing your educational experiences till now.
Yes, sir. So I'm Vidushi, and I'm from the city of Nawabs, Lucknow. I have completed my schooling from Lavatni Girls College, and I'm pursuing my bachelor's in commerce at the National Postgraduate College under the University of Lucknow.
So, matlab, okay, I will keep this interview again, matlab, like we always do, continuous review.
Yes,
So
sir.
when the question is describe your educational experiences. So you need to talk about your educational experiences, that what happened in school, what kind of school it was, what did you miss there. Understand
Okay.
my point? Matlab, at least when you are applying for something like media and culture, especially you are required to be very specific about the answer that you are giving. I did
Okay.
not ask a very brief of your introduction and education. I did ask about your educational experience, and this is a very favorite question these days. Rather than asking the entire background, the entire introduction, many of the time interviewer are just asking, okay, tell me about your working experience, or tell me about your educational experience.
Hmm.
So you can reframe and rephrase the answer now.
Okay. So I have done my schooling from Lamatni Girls College, Lucknow. I had opted for the commerce stream and with economics and mathematics as optionals. I was a decent student and I participated extensively in co-curricular activities, especially music and sports. And I've been playing the guitar for the past 9 years. So then I pursued my graduation from the National Postgraduate College under the University of Lucknow, and I have done a Bachelor's of Commerce.
Okay. So again, this is more like detailing your education,
Hmm.
not describing your experience.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So the answer that you gave, it is more of like this time you detailed your previous question, but still not answered my question,
Okay. Which is
which
educational
is
experience.
experience. Like you can tell, I started my schooling with Limatnier se hi start kiya tha na?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a very big school. It had a vast infrastructure, but number of girls were very high. So we had to be मतलब होता है ना कि like your experience is like what did you experienced there. So we had मतलब CBSE curriculum, and we had to learn English outside our home first, and I was very much uncomfortable in this particular thing, or I was comfortable with this, and our uh, student group was such. The
Yes.
curriculum that has been taught was this kind, but I thought these changes would have been made that better. And then you could have tell that in my 12th class, 11th, 12th class, I opted for commerce and maths. इस तरह से थोड़ा experience specific you could have talked.
Okay. So I can add something to this.
मतलब you can add something to this,
Mm.
but when I'm asking about the educational experience, it's not कि I'm asking about your educational details.
Mm.
Experience
Okay.
को experience की तरह बताना है.
Okay.
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 Okay. So so tell me, what is your media consumption behavior like? What media you do consume, or in what way?
Yes, sir. So till class 12, I the consumption of media was only centered on television and YouTube, as Netflix and other OTT platforms had not gained a lot of traction then. Other than that, I used to read the newspaper and magazines. During the lockdown, it was during the lockdown that I got the exposure of Netflix and Amazon, and there is something about these platforms that we can get a lot of good media consumption. There are a lot of good films that are a reflection of society, and that is when I started to explore more. And yes, okay, ये आंसर बहुत बेटर हो सकता था, अच्छा दे दिया
This could have
मैंने.
been much better.
हाँ हाँ.
क्योंकि I was talking about your, हालांकि you started very well by telling about previous and मतलब by differentiating your previous media consumption habit to current media consumption habit, but you lost somewhere and you have just you did not make sense in last. So
Yes.
consumption habit में मतलब previously बोल सकते थे कि earlier I used to have watch television and YouTube, and I think WhatsApp must have been there. WhatsApp and Facebook must have been there when you are in 12th. है ना?
Yes sir.
So you could have tell that is also media. मतलब we
हाँ.
most of the articles that we get, or that is most of the thing forwarded thing that we get, है ना,
Yes sir.
is on what's on Facebook is like media, on WhatsApp is also media. तो वहां से स्टार्ट करके you could have tell कि currently in my daytime or on average I watch YouTube for these videos. Like matlab, if you'll say me, what do you watch? So my media consumption is like I watch travel videos or history-based videos on YouTube. Sometimes comedy, है ना?
Yeah. Yes sir.
And you can also talk about your bad habits, like if you watch YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, है ना? So you can just tell that despite it should not be there, but I almost 15 minutes or 20 minutes of my day goes in watching Reels also. Or somebody, if you can be honest, you can also write or probably in your case it might not be that true, but you can also talk about that you also consume porn, है ना? So the variety that will add in your answer, है ना, which makes your answer, which will make your answer uh, मतलब relevant to them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, since we were talking about OTT, I would like to ask that uh, what is the prospect of OTT platforms in India, or like future prospects?
So, sir, I think that before OTT platforms had gained importance, a lot of talented actors were not getting the platform, as we all know that there is nepotism in the Bollywood Hindi film industry to some extent.
वो एक तो
And
एक बार पहली बात समझो कि
okay,
वही वाली बात होती है कि जो पूछा जाए वही बताया करो।
so मैं अभी आ रही थी वही प्लेटफॉर्म
तो
पे.
ये तो बात हमने पूछा ही नहीं ना, मैं तो प्रोस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ वो बोला, तो यू कुड हैव सेड दैट कि कोविड के बाद से व्हेन पीपल हैज स्टॉप्ड गोइंग आउट, है ना, तो इवन विच वाज अर्लियर, मतलब जैसे मैं, ये मेरा वाला पॉइंट है, बट तुम इसको और भी कई चीजें बोल सकती हो कि जैसे अर्लियर जैसे एक नई मूवी होती थी तो हम टीवी पे देखना अवॉइड करते थे कि नहीं नहीं बड़े पर्दे पे देखेंगे मजा आएगा. नाउ पीपल हैज एक्सेप्टेड दिस दैट दे इवन वॉच big animated movies also on the OTT platform because of the HD screen or 4K screen and big screens they have in their house. So and second thing that the series that used to happen on television, there was a certain time of broadcasting them. So now you can binge watch them, and you can also go to the previously premiered series, you know, which might not be available on current live channels, or now the documentaries and variety and categorization you can get on OTT, which is not available for customization in a live channel. For me, with these logics, with these few logics, I'll say that the prospect of OTT is very high in India. है ना, बसरते मतलब I can also put some restriction की like if television media or some other media or live जो Facebook and WhatsApp है, if it gains more and more relevancy in the people's life, then people again go against that not go against मतलब again may leave OTT platform, because competition क्या होता है, it's not like OTT वालों का OTT से competition है, या मूवी वालों का मूवी से ही कंपटीशन है, मूवी वालों का बुक से भी कंपटीशन है, बिकॉज वी ऑल डू इट फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ रिक्रिएशन, मतलब मोस्टली रिक्रिएशन एंड टाइम पास. सो एनी अदर थिंग विच यू कैन डू फॉर द सेम, है ना, कैन बी बिग थ्रेट टू दोज पीपल. मतलब ऑल ऑफ सडन, लेट्स से ऑल ऑफ सडन द entire country rises for sports, तो क्या होगा, मतलब द टाइम यू आर वाचिंग मूवी, दैट सेम टाइम यू विल बी स्पेंडिंग ऑन स्पोर्ट,
Hmm.
and sports will be big threat for them. So the real sense में competition is anything which actually provides the same utility, है ना? तो मतलब ओटीटी के प्रोस्पेक्ट्स में तुम उसके वो भी बता सकते हो कि ये सब थ्रेट्स है, बट प्रोस्पेक्ट्स को सीधा तुमने स्टार्ट किया क्या कि एक्टर्स को, तो वो तो हम एडवांटेजेस ऑफ ओटीटी फॉर एक्टर्स और एम्प्लॉयमेंट या फिर इकोनॉमी इस तरह की बात करते तो प्रॉब्ली वुड
Hmm.
हैव सेड द सेम आंसर. प्रोस्पेक्ट वर्ड तो समझते होगे ना कि प्रोस्पेक्ट क्या
हाँ सर.
है ना? Okay. So, Vidushi, what's your future goal? Like, what do you want to do ahead?
Yes, sir. So, sir, I aspire to be a media entrepreneur, and I want to create a platform that gives light, color, and depth to people's stories. And I want it to be a platform which is a place that people can be candid and can express themselves without any judgment, without any fear of judgment.
Okay. So don't you think that for this particular goal, you could have opted or you could have gone for management-based courses, like you could have gone for MICA or you could have done any MBA course and learned about media from different sources. So why to choose this particular course and not you are not going to, because the core aim of yours for future aim is you to establish a media brand or a media
Yes, sir.
house, so probably entrepreneurial or management knowledge is more important than media based skills.
Okay. So, sir, I feel that my graduation has given me a lot of exposure about entrepreneurship, and I am extremely fascinated uh, with filmmaking. And I feel that to become a media entrepreneur, I need to be skillful enough to have the knowledge of how to make a film from the pre-production to the post-production, and I should know what research goes in and what skills and everything that goes into making a film. And I feel that I can only get that experience in a communications college. And right now, an MBA did not seem as relevant to me as a mass communication degree would have been.
Okay. So when you'll be here in college, like what are your learning goals, like in what aspect or in what specialization you'll be more
So,
interested in?
yes, sir. So, regarding specialization, I would be looking forward to learn the process of filmmaking, operating a camera, and to operate the software that goes into editing. And other than that, I will be I will surround myself with the minds that are very skilled in the field of communications, and
Mm. Okay, leave
yes.
it.
Hmm.
Tell me about any of the series that you have recently watched and you found it very good.
Hmm. So there is a Netflix series, limited series called Unbelievable, and it is around rape victims and how these cases are dealt by the police, and how in the police department how there is a difference in female detective who investigates the crime as compared to a male detective who is exploring who is investigating the crime. So it is a really good take uh, on this aspect of rape.
Tell me about the filmmaking component wise. Like,
Yes, sir.
why did you like this series? Matlab, or if you can talk about other series also, if I'll say ki, with the perspective of filmmaking, which series or which movie did you like? So will it be same or will you change your answer?
Can I talk about a song video that I had seen earlier?
Okay, you can talk about that also.
So there is a song called Cold Mess, which is by Pratik Kuhad, and it is the filmmaking, the skill that has gone into directing the video is, in my opinion, is extremely, it's exceptional. And so that video is shot by a handheld camera, and really it is really incredible how well they have shot the video. And
Give me
so,
some component wise input, like rather than saying it great or how good, just tell me why good, why it was so good.
sir, I'll need to research on this. I do not have the knowledge right now.
Okay, so do you read, Vidushi?
Yes, sir.
What do you read?
Sir, I have read novels, and there are there is my one of my favorite genres is murder mystery, and recently I have read this book called The Palace of Illusions, and yeah, I really like the book.
Okay. Chalo, ठीक है, we'll stop this interview right now with some input in it. Like when I say, do you read? When you said, you did say that I have read many novels. So you can just say I do read these things, है ना? तो like categorize कर सकते हो कि novels पढ़ते हो, newspapers पढ़ते हो, है ना?
Okay.
And you can also read, जैसे comics कोई पढ़ता है तो you can say कि comics पढ़ते हैं,
Hmm.
या फिर तो ऐसे मतलब you can just categorize and but mostly I read फिक्शन,
Okay.
है ना? ऐसे करके मोस्टली मर्डर मर्डर बेस्ड मिस्ट्री,
Hmm.
तो ये तुम कह सकते हो.
Okay.
एंड थोड़ा ध्यान दो, मतलब somehow the entire course component is not reflecting in your answers.
Okay.
ओके, तो थोड़ा डेप्थ और चाहिए होगा. और जब हम बोलते हैं कि जैसे कौन सा सीरीज अच्छा लगा विद टर्म, तो तुम जैसे क्या क्या बोलते हैं उसको, सिनेमाटोग्राफी के बेस पे, वीडियो एडिटिंग के बेस पे किसी चीज को तारीफ कर सकते हो.
Hmm.
So
ठीक है.
video editing was good because the way they have put the component of movie, and they did not took longer frames, yeah, smaller frames.
Hmm.
Yeah, cinematography में could have tell कि handheld camera से भी the frame that they created was that was possible due to handheld camera only. And
Hmm.
um, there was this challenge that basically they dealt with, they dealt smartly. And you can also talk about other things
Hmm.
about the filmmaking, huh?
Okay, sir.
For the same.
अच्छा.
चलो ठीक है, नेक्स्ट टाइम का इंटरव्यू विल बी मच बेटर. थोड़ा ध्यान दो, जो पूछा जाए वही बताओ,
हाँ, ठीक है
और
सर.
ट्राई टू लिसन द क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट. ओके,
हाँ.
ठीक है, चलो.
अच्छा सर, आज जैसे कि